Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm going to talk about some wrestling news, so we're going to get right into it here. I've done one of these in like 2 weeks, episode number 138, so let's get into some stuff here. So, from SI Media podcast, it says MJF says he is not re-signed with AEW yet, bidding more WWE and AEW for 2024. I don't think he's going to fool us. I don't think he's going to go to WWE. Maybe in the future, but I don't think now. He ain't going to fool us. He's going to stay in AEW. I don't think he's leaving. Like, I think he's re-signed. I think he's going to keep going on with this, thinking, people think, he's going to go to WWE, but I think he's secretly, re-signed with AEW. But it feels like he has, and they just haven't said anything yet that he's signed back. But he's gonna sign back. I'm not gonna believe, he's gonna leave AEW where he's the world champion right now to leave to go to WWE. Will he go, maybe go there in the future? Possibly. But I don't think he's gonna leave right now. But if he did leave AEW, it's over for AEW, but I think he'll stay there for now. And maybe sign like a 2 or 3 year contract. So the next live episode of Usual WWE TV will be the day one edition of WWE on January 1st, 2024. As this week's SmackDown's already taped. I already saw the spoilers. But if you don't want to see the spoilers, then don't look. If you actually want to watch it live and not be spoiled. I think that's the same night as the college football playoffs, so they're stacking the card up for it. And the card for the show is pretty good, pretty stacked. They have Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Ivy Nile for the Women's World Championship, Tia Knox and Natalia versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax for the first time ever, so they're staking the card up for that night, going against the college football playoffs. So it's going to be a stacked card, and I think hopefully it'll be a good show. So, WWE, they have dropped a blurred out version of Jey Uso's Yeet t-shirt on WWE Shop. I thought they had blurred it out again, but this is a smart marketing idea after what they went through with the trademark. But having it blurred out though, yeah, I don't know. So Rey Mysterio has signed a no contract with WWE. It doesn't say how many years. It just said he signed a no contract. So I think this could possibly be his last contract, and he want to get paid. I don't think, because he'll be 50 this coming year, and I'm honestly surprised he's letting Dom retire him at this coming Mania, which could possibly happen. But what a career he's had. I'm just glad we're getting a few more years. But we'll see what happens. Maybe this won't be his last contract. Maybe he won't retire with this, but we'll see. But he signed a new contract. What a legend. So, the peak quarter hour of Hashtag SmackDown last week was a segment involving Roman Reigns and Randy Orton, followed by Carmelo Hayes' SmackDown debut against Grayson Waller, with over 2,400,000 viewers. There's something for just about everyone lately. It seems like everybody's doing something right now. And the Bloodline segments continue to draw on viewers. Randy Orton and then Carmelo and Grayson Waller having a great match. Carmelo Hayes is him. So, per PW Insider, Dominic Mysterio recently signed a new WWE deal is believed to be a 5-year contract. So that's a W. He deserves it. His work in the last year has been outstanding. So I think it's a 5-year deal. So, one of the best heels of the year. So, 5-year deal. And it's just crazy how much he's improved in a year. And I think he'll be in the main event picture in the next, like 2 years. But it's crazy how good he is already. So TNA is promoting that quote worlds will collide, and they won't believe who is showing up for their Hard to Kill pay-per-view on January 13th, 2024. Well, TNA did just begin a partnership with Endeavor. So a lot of people are thinking AJ Styles could possibly be there. So maybe some WWE guys, and could be some of the recently released ex-WWE guys possibly. But I feel like AJ Styles could show up, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, Eli Drake, Eli Drake. So we'll see who shows up there. But it says you won't believe who's showing up on January 13th live on pay-per-view, so we'll see. So, Charlotte Flair, she suffered a knee injury last week on SmackDown, so it said WWE confirmed she was going to be out 9 months, and it came out, I believe, not yesterday, but the day before. Charlotte Flair suffered a torn ACL, a torn meniscus, and a torn MCL on SmackDown last week. The belief, although not confirmed, is that she suffered a strained neck in the fall as well. PW Insider. Her whole knee just freaking exploded. And I think the match got cut short. It wasn't supposed to end by a roll-up, but still impressive that she went for a couple minutes when her whole knee pretty much just exploded. So, I don't know, it's either going to be like a 9-month injury, or like, it's going to be like 9 months or like a year. It could easily be longer than a year, possibly. Her knee just freaking exploded after that fall. So, hopefully a safe, speedy, and healthy recovery. May not like a wrestler, may not like her that much, but I don't wish, injury, like torn ACL and stuff like that. I hope she's better soon. And she is slated to undergo knee surgery in the weeks ahead, also. So yeah, it just sucks. So Liv Morgan got arrested, a few days ago. She already got bailed out on bond. She was slated to be arraigned. She's slated to be arraigned on charges of possession of marijuana, not more than 20 grams, and possession of drugs, possibly synthetic cannabinoid, on February 12th, 2024, at the Sumner County Courthouse in Florida at 9 a.m. She will need to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty at that hearing. So yeah, she's already bonded out, but apparently, regarding her WWE stuff, internally WWE, Liv Morgan's arrest does not currently appear to have hurt her standing. She's always been well liked and considered a hard worker, and while they obviously want the situation to be resolved ASAP, it's not an issue that's currently going to put her in danger of being released, PW Insider. I mean, it's just weed. I mean, I don't really see a big problem with it. But apparently, because it was in Florida, I guess it's not legal, so... It's not the getting caught with weed part. I don't think she's ever drove under the influence of anything. I hope she doesn't drive under the influence. But I mean, it's just weed. But apparently, she's already been penciled in as to when she would be returning to company storylines in 2024, and currently does not believe to have changed plans. So that's good to hear. She's it's not changed her plans. But yeah, she's bailed out, by the way. So Tony Khan, he responded to some AEW criticism and saying to be AEW's to be under constant attack. He said to be AEW is to be under constant attack. You do a great show, and the next day somebody's saying something negative. You do 5 great shows in a row, somebody's saying something negative. You break the record for most tickets ever sold for any wrestling show in the history of the world, somebody has somebody has something bad to say about it. At this point, I don't worry about it. We just need to go out and do great shows week after week. We were the number one show on cable this week. Yeah, like there was anything on TBS on Wednesday. We beat every single show on TV on Wednesday. They have hundreds and hundreds of shows across hundreds of networks, and we continue doing it. Everybody works here is going to be in good position. And quote from the Ring of Honor Final Battle media screen. Yeah, I read all that so you guys didn't have to read all this. Tony Khan's probably the guy who gets scared when the toast pops up. When the toast pops up out of the toaster, he's probably like, he gets scared. Hate to break it to you, but if you look through social media more thoroughly, you can find it to be under constant attack as well. Literally every show gets criticized. It's not just AEW. Any show can get criticized. And 5 good shows in a row? Where? Where's that, Tony Khan? 5 great shows? I don't care about your freaking trash company. So the working plans for AEW and Mercedes Moné are no longer working plans from Sean Ross Sapp. Yeah, she's coming back to WWE. AEW, I don't know how in the hell did they fumble that so bad and not get Mercedes. Or maybe she just didn't want to go there, realizing their women's division was just not good. So, yeah. So a few days ago, this past Monday morning, TKO's, last week I think, Mark Sharpio, as well as WWE's Nick Khan and Triple H were in New York City at the Warner Bros. Discovery headquarters meeting with Warner Bros. Discovery executive Bruce Campbell about potentially moving WWE Raw to the Warner Bros. Discovery family. The WWE contingent met with Campbell, who holds the position of Chief Revenue and Strategy Officer, for several hours Monday a.m., with at least part of the meeting taking place in a conference room usually reserved for David Zaslav. Man, Warner Bros. Discovery acquiring Raw would mean trouble for AEW and their upcoming TV deal. If they acquired WWE Raw, man, AEW would be in trouble. They could easily move to Warner Bros. Discovery. I know people are like, oh, this won't happen. It can happen. WWE's way bigger than AEW. I mean, this would be a big deal for AEW. And AEW would have to find a new home if this happened. So Seth Rollins and CM Punk's a promo segment from not last night's Raw, but the last week's Raw, brought in almost 400,000 extra viewers versus the previous quarter on the show, resulting in it peaking at nearly 1,900,000 viewers. Man, they're gonna draw viewers like crazy when this feud officially kicks off, and it attracted over 21 million views in 24 hours. The feud's already money. And the personal issues here turn to business. It's just going to make it greater once Punk wins the Rumble and he goes after Seth Rollins. And they didn't even have a producer listed. That's why it feels real and personal. Let them speak from the heart. But yeah, that's really all to say for the wrestling news here. So until next time, peace.